Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is the third news on 8th February newspaper front page dawn. Sindh government vaccinating VIPs instead of healthcare workers, Umar, by Ikram Junaidi. Islamabad, as the first phase of inoculation of frontline healthcare workers against COVID-19 continues. Minister for Planning, Development and Special Initiatives, Asad Umar, on Sunday, alleged that the vaccine was being administered to VIPs in Sindh. He claimed that in the center, the vaccine had not even been given to Prime Minister Imran Khan, federal ministers, or their families. In a tweet, Mr. Umar said complaints had been received that people other than the healthcare workers were receiving the vaccine jabs in Karachi. As a result, representatives of the Sindh government were instructed during the National Command and Operations Center (NCOC) meeting to vaccinate healthcare workers only. He said the vaccine had been given unto the provincial government and therefore should inoculate healthcare personnel, according to media reports and NCOC National. Coordinator Lieutenant General Hamoud Zaman Khan has been directed to investigate the matter. The vaccination drive was launched by Prime Minister Imran Khan on February 2 in Islamabad, which started in the rest of the country the next day. Pakistan performs better, with the country reporting another 1,346 infections and 53 deaths, and the overall positivity rate of 3.64% on Sunday. The global ranking of Pakistan in terms of most number of cases dropped to the 30th place. In June last year, the country was among the top 10 countries having the most COVID-19 infections. Pakistan's ranking is much better than the United States, the US, India, Russia, United Kingdom, UK, France, Turkey, Germany, South Africa, Iran, Indonesia, Canada, Israel, Iraq, and Sweden. According to data released by the NCOC on Sunday, a total number of people having been infected with coronavirus since February 26, 2020 is 554,474, with 11,967 dying. The rest of the infected people have recovered, and there are 32,265 active cases at the present, the data revealed. Meanwhile, majority of the frontline healthcare workers in Islamabad seem to have adopted a wait and see policy, as only 34 health professionals have so far been vaccinated against COVID-19 since the drive was launched on February 2. However, District Health Officer Dr. Saim Sia hoped that a large हद हो गई भाई पढ़ने नहीं दे रहा खांसी 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 हद हो गई है वो स्टेप्स नहीं है वैसे होनी ही नहीं चाहिए पता नहीं क्यों गला कुछ हो गया this is a number of healthcare workers, okay, workers would be inoculated on Monday today, as around 300 appointments had been made for the day. The global data shows that the United States has reported the United States has reported the most number of cases, over 27 million, and around 473,000 deaths. India has recorded 10.8 million cases and 155,000 deaths. Brazil 9.4 million cases and 231,000 deaths. UK 3.9 million cases and 112,000 deaths. Turkey 2.5 million cases and 26,000 deaths. And Iran over 1.4 million cases and 55,000 deaths. However, in the United States, 970,567 tests per million population have been carried out, whereas in the UK, 1.12 million tests have been conducted. Russia carried out 712,464 tests, Turkey 359,156, Brazil 133,977, India 144,560, Iran 114,219, whereas Pakistan conducted only 36,664 tests per million population. Novel coronavirus was first detected in China in December 2019, which then spread to other countries. Pakistan closed its borders and took a number of steps to stop the spread. The first case of coronavirus was reported in Pakistan in the last week of February 2020. On March 13 of that year, a meeting of the National Security Council Security Committee, comprising top civil and military leadership, was held to discuss the crisis, which was declared a pandemic by the World Health Organization. Prime Minister Imran Khan, who had chaired the meeting, directed the relevant authorities to devise a comprehensive strategy and to check the spread of the disease. Lockdown was announced on March 16, and a number of industries, educational institutions, restaurants, and marriage halls were closed. Pakistan also sealed its western border with Afghanistan and Iran, and even closed Kartarpur Shrine to local people. The National Disaster Management Authority was involved to ensure availability of medical equipment and health-related supplies at the earliest. After the construction industry was reopened on August 7, the National Coordination Committee on COVID-19 lifted restrictions on tourism on August 8 and on restaurants and transport sector from August 10. Educational institutions and marriage halls were opened on September 15, 2020. After restrictions were eased, a large number of people throwing public sports without following the SOPs. As a result, tourist destinations in Gilgit-Baltistan had to be closed. In October 2020, cases started to rise again, and the NCOC officially declared it to be the second wave of the virus. Initially, educational institutions from where cases were being reported were closed, and then a lockdown policy was announced for hotspots as the situation worsened on November 11. The NCOC decided to increase restrictions and finally closed educational institutions on November 26. After the situation improved, secondary schools and colleges reopened on January 18, 2021, while primary and middle schools reopened from February 1. And in the end, the final request, if you have not yet, to please subscribe our channel and to press the like and bell button to get refreshed on us. Thank you for watching. Have a nice time and goodbye.